Hey guys, so today I'm going to be trying out some hyped makeup from beauty gurus, products they rave about, so let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to start with the face today, and the first product is going to be this Guerlain primer that Tati always raves about. Says that it's lifting and firming and such, so let's try it out and see how I like it. I am guessing that it's lifting and firming because it has high alcohol content in here, but let's try it out. And this is just a sample size because that's expensive. Okay, so there it is. It's like very liquidy. Has those little gold specks. I'm just gonna apply it to this side of my face. Okay, so don't feel like it really did anything. My skin doesn't feel any different, but we'll just let that sit there and hopefully do something. And then on the other side, I'm going to try out the new Cover FX Dewy Skin Primer. I feel like a lot of people have been raving about this product. And since I do have dry skin, hopefully I do like this. I do like the dewy setting spray that Cover FX has, so I have high hopes. There's that one. It's like a clear gel looking primer. It feels like gel too. Okay, so there is the dewy one. You can already see how my skin looks more dewy on this side. So at least it did something. It's more of like a gel, like mixed with glue. I don't know, that sounds kind of weird. It feels kind of like sticky almost, like it's sticking to my skin, but it like doesn't have much tack to it, but it does feel very moisturizing. So I mean, I like it so far. It feels like it left my skin very smooth, not in a silicone way. But this one with the Guerlain, I still don't really see a difference. I don't feel a difference. Yeah, I don't know. So for foundation, I'm going to try out the Joah Truly Yours Natural Finish Foundation Drop. I hear the Taylor raving about this constantly, saying it's very dewy and good for dry skin, so hopefully I will like it. I usually like her foundation recommendations. I have mine in the shade Ivory. Hopefully this matches me. The one thing I hated about ordering this foundation is they have no foundation swatches at all, like next to each other, so you don't really know what you're getting. Okay, so 3 little drops. Hopefully this matches me. Okay, so there is half done. I think it looks really good and skin-like. Looks very dewy. I really like that. It's more of like a light medium coverage with how much I put on, which is generally what I go for. I like a skin-like foundation, and this definitely looks skin-like. It doesn't look like makeup is sitting on top of my skin, which I really like. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do a sponge on the other side as well, because I have no clean foundation brushes, so. Okay, so there it is on my face. And I really like it so far. It looks very dewy and glowy, and it's very skin-like. It's not like a sit on top of your skin foundation. So I really like it so far. I think the shade match is pretty good. Hopefully it doesn't oxidize, but we'll see. But I do really like it so far. Okay, and for concealer, I have the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. I have mine in the shade Crème. I hear Kathleen Lights raving about this all the time, so I really wanted to try it. Here is what it looks like. The foundation is super duper high coverage, so I'm interested to see how full coverage the concealer is. I feel like the foundation is a little dry, but the concealer says that it has hyaluronic acid in it, so hopefully it's not as dry. I'm just gonna start with one eye to see how high coverage this is. Okay, so there it is under one eye. You can see how drastic the difference is, really, from this side to this side. I think it looks really nice. It doesn't look like it's drying down too matte, and it looks pretty smooth under there. So let's try it on the other side and get rid of these dark circles. Okay, so I think that looks really good. I usually don't set my concealer, so I'm going to see how this does with not setting it. Hopefully it doesn't crease too bad. I usually just pat out the creases when they happen and wait for it to dry down. And I do really like the color. I feel like it blends in with that foundation really nice. I don't like a super highlighted under eye. I don't feel like that looks normal. I don't know, it looks kind of weird to me, so I like my concealer to match at least a little bit into my foundation, and I think this one looks really nice. Okay, and before I put any powder products on my face, I'm gonna go in with these cream blushes from Flower Beauty. I hear Jessica Braun raving about these lately, so I picked up two shades. I have the shade Pinched and the shade Nectar. So Pinched is more of like a nude shade, and Nectar is more of like a light peach. I think I'm actually just gonna mix them. I think that would be really pretty. So there they are mixed. I think that looks really nice. And then I'm just gonna grab that on my sponge and put that on my cheeks. Okay, so there are the two shades mixed. I really like how those applied. They didn't pick up on my foundation at all, and they just blended so nicely. They're not overly pigmented, so you can't really overdo it with these very easily. And yeah, I think they look really nice. Okay, so for a hyped up bronzer, I'm going to be using the Jouer Duo. This is in light to medium. I have used this quite a few times and I really love it, but I didn't have anything I haven't used. So I'm just gonna use these. Another hyped up one would definitely be the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love that one as well. I usually just mix the two shades, and I feel like these create just like a nice soft blend. I usually don't have any trouble blending my bronzer on foundation that hasn't been set. I usually just like stipple it on and then go in and blend. And I usually don't have any troubles. I just think it looks so nice. And I really like how these aren't like super matte either. They're more of like a satin finish. So I feel like it goes with dewy foundations really well. So you don't have just like a matte part on your cheek. It just like blends in really nicely. And for a hyped up highlighter that I haven't tried yet anyways, this is the Becca Light Chaser highlighter in Champagne Dream Flashes Bellini. I think they've actually started to discontinue these, but I hear Andrea Mattiliano rave about this one, especially all the time, so I really wanted to try it. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't know if you can see it very well on camera, but like it has like a pink shift to it. Ooh, that looks super pretty. So I think this looks really pretty on the skin. It definitely has that little subtle flash in there. It's more like champagne to a pink looking highlighter. I think it looks really pretty. For brows, something that's super hyped up by Raw Beauty Christie is the MAC Shape and Shade Brow Tint. I have mine in the shade Taupe. So this is like the little marker that you like individually draw on the hairs with, so I'm really excited to try this out. Hopefully it'll look super natural because I really like natural looking brows. Okay, so there is on this one brow. I feel like this does mimic like lifelike real hairs really well. It kind of looks like microblading almost if you're really precise with it. And it's not overly pigmented, so it's not obvious. It really blends in really well. So really like this so far. I'm going to do the other side off camera because that will take forever. Okay, so there's the brows done. Don't judge me, I suck at doing my brows. But I think they look really nice. I really like that pencil. Super nice. I really want to try the Urban Decay one that's supposed to have a little marker felt tip like this. And then if you wanted to, there's like a little powder on the other side, but I think I'm good. And then for brow gel, I'm going to be using the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I hear Rach loves always talking about this. I have used it before and I do really like it. I think it's a really nice clear brow gel. Okay, so there's the brow gel. I feel like this just really holds onto your brows really well. They do not budge with this, so I really like that. And then for an eye primer, I'm going to be using the Milani eyeshadow primer. Emily Noel raves about this one all the time, and I agree, it is really nice. It is the best one that I have tried, honestly. So this eyeshadow primer doesn't have like really any color to it. It just really adheres to the shadows really well and it doesn't crease. So I really love this eyeshadow primer. Okay, and for an eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be using the Dose of Colors Desi and Katy Friendcation palette. I feel like everybody raved about this palette. It has such beautiful colors. I really wanted to try this one. It has a nice mirror as well. So I'm going to quickly just speed through and try to create a look with this. But first, let's swatch because this looks beautiful. Okay, we have Basic, Cleanse, Necessary, and Dirty Money, which is a olive green metallic. Ooh, that's pretty. And then we have a Moment. Ooh. Then we have Try Me. And Just a Kiss. And then we have Girl Bye, Churro, and Game Over. So those shades all look really pretty. I'm just gonna fast forward through this so it doesn't take forever. Okay, so there is the eye look using the Dose of Colors Friendcation palette. I really like how it turned out. I think all of these shades are very blendable, and I really like the shade range in here. All of these shimmers are just super beautiful. Decided to use the green and I really like it. Looks more of like an olive in some spots and then like a true green in others. It's just super pretty. And all of the mattes blended really nicely. I do generally like the Dose of Colors formula. Okay, and then a eyeliner that I see hyped up by Raw Beauty Christie is the Makeup Geek eyeliner in Obsidian. This is just the black one. Okay, so there is the eyeliner on. It's very black and very creamy. It glides on really nicely, but I will have to try it out all day just to see how it wears, because that's the important thing. For a mascara that's super hyped up by like everybody, I feel, this is the Covergirl Supersizer mascara. I really like this one as well. I have used this quite a bit. Okay, so there is the mascara on. I feel like this one is super hyped up for a reason. Just adds some nice length and definition and just makes you look like you have more lashes than you actually do. So I do really love this mascara. And then for a setting spray that's super hyped up, this is the Catrice Dewy Glow setting spray. This is super hyped up by the Tayla. And I have used this a few times and it just makes your makeup look so dewy and gorgeous and just melts all the products into your skin. So I do really love this and I think it's hyped up for a reason. Okay, so as you can see, that just adds like a whole nother level of dewy. If you are wearing a matte foundation and you want your foundation to look more dewy, this is the setting spray for you. And I like to look like I'm super greasy all the time, so I love it even when I'm wearing a foundation that's dewy already. Okay, and for the lips, something that is super hyped up by Tati, and I really love it as well. These are the YSL matte stains. I don't know how to say the full name, so I'm not even gonna try. But these are the shades I have. I have a sample of the red shade in number 1. And then I have 2 full-size nude shades. I have 23 and 7. So I think I'm gonna go with 7 for today since it's more neutral nude. But I really love these matte stains. It has like a little paddle, which is very unique, I feel. And they just apply really nicely to your lips. They smell really sweet. They smell like something, I just don't know what it is. Some kind of sweet candy, but I really like these. They last all day for me and they're very thin. So I really like these ones. Okay, so there is that on the lips. I just really love these. They look super nice on the lips. They don't get dry or cakey or make you feel like you want to rip your lips off. So I really like these. They fade very gracefully when they do come off, and they are some of my favorite liquid lipsticks. So overall, I feel like all of these products are hyped up for a reason. I really love how my makeup turned out today, and I think all of the products were really nice. The only one that was kind of a dud was the Guerlain primer, but I just feel like it didn't do anything. Like, my skin doesn't feel any different, doesn't look any different. I don't know. So I will have to keep trying this, but overall I think it's just overhyped and it's super expensive, so nah. I feel like for something that expensive, it should do something significant, really. So that is the video trying out Beauty Guru's hyped up makeup. So let me know if you enjoyed this video and what are some hyped makeup products that you love, and I will see you in my next video.